Hey everyone, my name is Guus, that's Guus, and today I'm reviewing the best activity tracker app for your Samsung smartwatch, Gear Tracker. Even though most Samsung smartwatches come pre-installed with the Samsung Health app, the limited functionality and inaccurate tracking of this app have not just caused me, but if I have to believe the Samsung community forums, a lot of other people, a lot of really frustrating workouts. And this is the exact problem that the developer of Gear Tracker also had, writing in the description of his application in the Galaxy Store. As a runner, I struggled with some of the inaccuracy on the current Gear S/Galaxy Watch tracking apps. So I wrote my own, as one naturally does of course, just go and write your own app. Putting the GPS tracking issues aside, being a more serious athlete myself, I felt very limited by the basic functionality of the Samsung Health app, which for instance doesn't allow you to predefine trainings or keep track of laps or intervals. So after trying pretty much every other run tracking app on the Samsung Galaxy Store, I finally found Gear Tracker. I installed the demo version, and after using it for just a couple of days, I was sold. As you open the application, something which takes quite a time on my watch, and this is something to keep in mind, I am still using the Gear S3 Frontier, which was released back in 2016, so I do have some outdated hardware. This could influence how smooth the app runs overall. So if you do have a new Galaxy Watch or Watch Active model, you can expect Gear Tracker to run at least as smooth as, if not even smoother than it does on my watch. But once the app is opened, we will be presented with the home screen. You can now tap the activity name to cycle through all the sports and profiles you've set up, and once you've selected the one you need, you simply tap the big play button to start searching for GPS and find your heart rate. In case you won't be taking your phone with you on your run and you want to make use of the watch's GPS sensor, make sure you disconnect from the phone. You can, of course, do this by turning off your phone's or watch's Bluetooth, or, as I usually do, just pull down the drop-down menu and turn the watch into airplane mode while keeping the GPS on. As soon as you have both GPS and heart rate, press the top button of your watch and you're ready to roll. That's the most basic functionality of this app, tracking your workouts. Now Gear Tracker allows you to customize a whole lot more to make every workout as comfortable as possible for you. So let's have a look. All the options to customize your workouts are located to the left of the home screen. You can define zones for heart rate, pace, and power, for which the respective colors will then show up on your watch faces as you're working out. Next up, you can define the layout of your watch faces in crazy detail. I have a different layout for my long runs, interval trainings, and track trainings. Customizing watch faces, however, can be a bit time consuming and confusing, so I will not get into it in this review. Another customizable feature is intervals, which I primarily use when I have a training where, for instance, I run for 4 minutes, have a break, run for another 4, etc. You can even set up the watch to automatically give you feedback and start a new interval after a certain distance or time, but I primarily use the manual setting where you press the button each time you want to start an interval. Targets I have personally never properly set up or used, but if you are someone who likes to set goals and work towards them, I'm sure you'll enjoy this feature. By adding special target elements to your layout, you can keep track of how far you've come and if you're on track to achieve your goal. The alert section, as the name suggests, will give you the option to set alerts for each kilometer split or each couple of minutes, as well as for the different zones you've defined before. It's so customizable. You can even set different zone alerts depending on if you're in a rest or go part of your interval workout. And then finally, there's the profile section, where you can combine all the previously configured settings into one profile. Select your layout, alerts, zones, potential intervals and target, select or add sensors you want to use along with some other things, and you're ready to go. Just select your profile on the home screen and enjoy your workout. Once you've finished your run, bike, swim, whatever, you'll find a log of your activity to the right of the home screen, where you'll have the option to view the activity on your watch, upload it to Strava, send it as a TCX file to your email, or if you're very unsatisfied or need more space for tomorrow's run, simply delete it. And what can I say? I love this application. Most of the time it does exactly what I need to enjoy my daily runs. Now, do note that I said most of the time. The only scenario where I find myself stepping away from using Gear Tracker is for my track workouts, where I found that the app is not responsive and accurate enough to give me the snappiness I need. The accuracy of the timer only goes down to 1 second, whereas especially on shorter distances, I would love to see it go down to a 10th or even a 100th of a second. Along with that, it's not very responsive. When I press the button to start a new interval, it will take 1 or 2 seconds to actually tell me, hey, I've started a new interval. And even though it might be accurate, it's not very snappy. Finally, I cannot get the GPS logging to be accurate enough to properly map out the track. I tried turning down the logging, but any time less than 3 seconds makes the app crash after a couple of minutes. This is probably not even the app's fault though, but just my outdated hardware, which can't deal with the amount of information it has to process. And actually, all these problems have been pointed out by the Gear Tracker community and have also been acknowledged by the developer himself, so some of these features or improvements might make it to the app in the future. For now, I'm using a super light free app called Swim Stopwatch. I know I'm not swimming, as a stopwatch for all of my track sessions, just taking screenshots of the finish times before resetting the stopwatch, and that has been working really well. So if you're looking for a simple stopwatch app, which you can control using the buttons on your watch, Swim Stopwatch is the one to get. And that's how you do 2 reviews in one, people. But coming back to Gear Tracker, I couldn't be happier with what this app does. It has made a lot of my trainings much more efficient and practical, and I'm sure it will do the same for you. In the case you're not convinced yet, just download the free Gear Tracker trial and give it a try. For the sake of the length of this video, I did not go into too much detail about how to set up your own profiles and make them fit your exact needs. Now, I might still make a video about this in the near future, so if you would be interested in seeing such a video, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. But that's all I have for you today. In case you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you're interested in running or technology, or ideally the combination of the two, please stick around by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. No, wait. You will see me in the next video. Bye bye.